The rain was falling hard that night in Enugu. Thunder cracked across the sky like a warning from heaven. Inside a quiet room behind the parsonage, 17-year-old Ada knelt on the floor, her hands trembling, her belly round with the weight of a child she wasn't ready for. Her father, Pastor Josiah Noak, stood over her, eyes blazing not with love but with fury. "You've brought shame upon this house," he spat. "Upon the church. Upon your future." Her mother, thin and worn, sat in the corner, silent. Ada looked up, eyes swollen. "Papa, I didn't mean to. I love him." Pastor Josiah turned away. "There is no room for such sin. No room." 2 weeks later, under the cover of night, they drove her in silence to a distant village. The baby came quietly, without scream or resistance. He was beautiful, wide eyes, soft fingers, a piece she didn't expect. But there was no celebration. No naming ceremony. Only tears. At the iron gate of the motherless home, Ada held her baby one last time. She kissed his forehead, wrapped him in a worn shawl, and tucked a handwritten note beneath his blanket. "Forgive me, my baby. I love you. May God return you to me someday." She turned and walked away. The gate closed. They named him Chikamso. He was a quiet child. Grew up in the arms of strangers and silence. Other children mocked him, "Bastard boy. Gate baby." But he held on to that note. Every night, he unfolded it. Memorized the curve of each letter, the scent of it. In his mind, his mother had wings. One day, she would return. Chikamso had a gift. At 10, he built a toy fan from scrap. At 12, he won his first scholarship. At 15, he was fixing computers. At 17, he flew to Lagos on a full-tech scholarship. He worked nights. Studied harder than anyone. Ate little, spoke less. At 22, he launched a payment app for street vendors. By 25, Kamsope had spread across West Africa. Interviews. Awards. Wealth. But in the quiet of his mansion, the note remained framed on his desk. He had everything. Except a name that had ever been spoken with love. Ada's years were not kind. Her father died a celebrated preacher, never mentioning the child they discarded. Her marriage collapsed after years of infertility. Her husband left, shouting, "You're hiding something. You're half a woman." She never spoke of the child. But every birthday, she lit a candle. Every December, she wrote letters to a name she never called aloud. Now in her 40s, divorced and childless, she applied for a cleaning job in Lagos. She was hired at a massive tech firm. Kamsope. She scrubbed floors, emptied bins. On her first day, she saw him, tall, confident, kind to his staff. There was something familiar in his eyes. She didn't know why she wanted to cry. He noticed her too. Her silence. Her eyes. One late evening, Ada entered his office to clean. The frame note caught her eye. She froze. Her legs gave way. She reached out, touched the glass. Tears rolled down. Chikamso entered behind her. She turned, trembling. "Where did you get this?" she asked. He stared at her. "It's mine. It was with me when I was found." She left quickly. That night, he ran a DNA test using the cup she left behind. The result, 99.9%. She was his mother. The next day, he called her in. Silence filled the room like fog. "Why?" he asked. She wept. Told him of the church. The fear. The pastor who was more fire than father. "I looked for hate," he said. "But I only found a woman who waited too long to be forgiven." She reached for him. He didn't pull away. She met his wife. Graceful. Warm. Then his 2 children, twins, 5 years old. They ran into her arms like they had known her forever. That night, she watched him tuck them into bed. She stood at the door, hand over her mouth, crying. He looked back and smiled. They have a grandmother now, he said. At the office, Chikamso was a different kind of boss. He paid hospital bills for a worker's wife. He ate lunch with janitors. Built a new daycare for staff kids. People whispered, he has a soft heart. He smiled. They didn't know where that softness was born. They launched the Edora initiative together. Ada stood on a stage, speaking to teenage girls. Your mistakes don't define you. Love does. Speak. Fight. Don't bury your voice in shame. She visited churches. Held hands with girls abandoned like her. Prayed with them. One Sunday, she passed her old house. The church was still there. But her father's picture had been taken down. They visited the gate. The same gate. It's clean now. Bright. Children play inside. Chikamso unveils a plaque, the gate where love was left and found. She holds his hand. Thank you, she whispers. He replies, welcome home. No child is a mistake. No mother is too far gone. And sometimes, even the coldest gates can open again, to love. The end. Moral lessons. Fear and shame can cause damage, but love and truth can restore. Parents must choose compassion over reputation. No child deserves to be abandoned because of family pride. Healing is possible when truth is revealed and forgiveness is offered. Destiny can be delayed, but it can never be denied. Thank you so much for watching and supporting this channel. Whether you're a returning viewer or here for the first time, your presence means the world. I truly appreciate every view, every comment, and every share. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you won't miss the next story. If you enjoyed this story, feel free to drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And be sure to browse through my channel for many more exciting and interesting stories. My stories are not just for entertainment, but it's packed with life lessons and eye-opening secrets. Until next time, stay inspired and keep dreaming.